Today I'm going to be talking about my April beauty favorites, and I have several beauty favorites this month, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump into my products. The first couple of things that I want to talk about, I'm just going to kind of run through them pretty fast because I mentioned these in my Sephora VIB Rouge haul that I did. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I have been loving both of my Kat Von D palettes, my Kat Von D Shade Light Eye and the Shade Light Contour Palette. These have been such big favorites for me this past month of April. If you haven't seen either one of these palettes before, I'll just open them up so I can show them to you. But this here is the contour. This is the eyeshadow palette, and both of these two palettes are so pigmented, very easy to blend out. Like, the shades are just so beautiful, and I know that with this palette here, it works on a lot of different skin tones. I did some prom makeup over the past, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, and this palette came in super handy. The Kat Von D Shade Light Eye, it's all matte, so it's great for different like transition colors, and it has all the basic colors that you would need to do different eyeshadow looks or to like enhance other eyeshadow palettes that you have. My next beauty favorite is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And I also picked this concealer up at the Sephora VIB Rouge sale, and I did mention it in that haul, but I wanted to let you guys know that I have really been enjoying this concealer. In that haul, I didn't know if this would be like the right shade for me. It's not super brightening. It's just like the perfect shade. It's also a really good shade to use on blemishes, which I have a blemish here that I need to touch up, but it works really good like as a face concealer as well as an under eye concealer. This stuff is very full coverage, but at the same time, it is not cakey. It doesn't crease. Like, it lasts forever. It's super blendable. Like, I cannot say enough good things about this concealer. I have to say this is probably going to be my all-time favorite high-end concealer. I have been enjoying this more than the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealers. So my next favorite beauty product, sorry that I keep going like this. I'm just really excited about my products this month. But my next favorite is the L'Oreal Paris Brow Stylist Plumper Brow Gel Mascara. It's a great brow gel, if I could say that, from the drugstore. The shade of it looks kind of different. Like, it almost looks golden, like a brownish gold color in the tube. But when you put it on your eyebrows, it does not look weird at all. Like, it kind of gives your eyebrows a little bit of a sheen so they don't look too flat. One of my subscribers did ask me on Instagram if this product has fibers in it. I don't think that it does because I don't see like any fibers like when you go to pull it out. Well, I don't know. Maybe I kind of do see little fibers, so maybe it does have tiny fibers in it. I know that it's supposed to be like a brow plumper, so you would think, since it says brow plumper, that it would have fibers, and it does look like it has some. So I'm assuming that it does, but I don't know. I mean, whenever I use it, I do feel like it makes my brows a little thicker. I've been enjoying this more than the Benefit Gimme Brow, so that should really say a lot since I've been using the Benefit Gimme Brow since last October. So yeah, this product is awesome. It's a great product to use on its own if you don't want to use like a brow pencil to fill in your brows. Or you can also use it in conjunction with a brow pencil or like brow gel. Or not brow gel, brow pomade, because this is a brow gel. Another favorite of mine this past month of April is the Maybelline's The Blush Nudes palette, and I just picked this palette up probably about 2 weeks ago, but I have been enjoying this palette so much, and I'm so glad that I found this at Walmart. If you've been having trouble finding this palette, go to Walmart and see if you can find it there. It's like the only place where I've seen this palette, so I don't know if like Walmart is exclusively selling this palette or not, but I love the shades in this, and a lot of these shades in here are comparable to the Urban Decay Naked 3. I don't know. I've been thinking about doing a comparison video. I don't know if that's something that you guys would be interested in, but I have been enjoying this palette so much. Like, the colors are just really pretty, very pigmented. I would say the only thing I wish that this palette had was a couple more like matte mid-tone, like brownish, or like, you know, colors that you would put in your crease to help blend out the shades, because really the only shade that you have in here for that is this shade right here. So I wish there was a couple more matte shades like that in here. But other than that, I've really been enjoying this palette. So if you can find it, highly recommend it. Like, the colors are just so pretty. I'm going to do some swatches real quick. But hopefully you can see, like, on my finger, like, they're just really pigmented and just really pretty. I think this is a really great palette from the drugstore. And I also used this eyeshadow palette in my one brand makeup tutorial on Maybelline. So if you haven't seen that tutorial yet, I will link it down in the description box so you guys can check out this palette in action. This next favorite is not a new product. Like, it's a product that's been out for quite some time, but I just recently picked this up like the beginning of this past month. But this is one of the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows, and this is in the color Ice Latte. And I have been loving this shade so much. It is just so pretty for like an everyday, like, shimmery eyelid color. I'm not wearing it today, but I am going to post a tutorial with me using this along with my Kat Von D Shade Light eye palette. So if I have that tutorial up, which I should, I'll have it linked down in the description box for you guys to check out if you haven't seen it yet. But this color is just so pretty. If you like really shimmery, like, highlight shades like this, you will love this. Like, it is so pigmented, and I can't believe that I hadn't owned this color before. I've heard that this is a good dupe for the Stila eyeshadow in the color Kitten. I don't own that eyeshadow, so I'm not for sure if it's a dupe. So if you guys know if it is, let me know down in the description box. I'm pretty sure that it is, though, because I have swatched Stila Kitten before, like at Sephora, and I feel like the colors would be fairly similar. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful color, and I have been enjoying it so much this past month. Okay, the next product that's been a really big favorite for me is another product that I used in my Maybelline One Brand makeup tutorial, but it's this Dream Bouncy Blush by Maybelline in the color Coffee Cake. And this color is kind of similar to the blush I had in my last monthly favorites, that NYX blush in Terracotta. This color is kind of similar to that. It's just a really pretty, like, warm, neutral blush color that goes with so many different eyeshadow looks because it is so neutral. And it's a really nice color for, like, spring and summer because it is really warm. So just to kind of show you guys what it looks like, it's right here. It's just a really pretty color. Like I said, it just goes with any makeup look. So that's why I have been enjoying this, because it is so versatile. And if you've never felt like these Dream Bouncy blushes before, like, they're really interesting. They kind of feel like Play-Doh. And I get questions sometimes as to how I go about applying these types of blushes, because it's kind of like a cream blush. But if you use, if I can find the blush brush, if you use like a synthetic brush, that's the best kind of brush to use. Gosh, tongue twister. That is the best kind of brush to use with these cream type blushes like this. And I picked up this synthetic blush brush from Walmart. So yeah, if you're trying to find a good synthetic blush brush, just go there. It's pretty affordable and it works awesome with these blushes. I feel like I was all over the place in this favorites video, so I hope I wasn't too distracted in this, and I hope that you guys did enjoy this. If you guys would, let me know what your monthly favorites have been this past month of April. If you did enjoy this favorites video, please let me know. Thumbs up this video, or you can leave me a comment down below. And I hope that you all have an amazing month of May, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye, guys. Mwah.